You know, with so many unforeseen natural disasters occurring around the world, the American Red Cross's assistance has never been more critical. And today, in fact, the Red Cross is hosting a fundraiser, and it's featuring Miracle on the Hudson survivor Dave Sanderson to talk about his life-changing experience of being helped and then helping others survive that day. Thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously, I mean, one of those stories that I imagine has become a pivotal point in your life, simply because, you know, obviously you all could have died that day, and yet you survived. How has that changed your life?
It's changed my life 180 degrees, where you think you're going through a tragedy, and all of a sudden you have a blessing. And all of a sudden you're alive, and you have another shot to share your, not only your story, but share your life. And things are not as important anymore. It's like we'll figure things out.
What else has changed? I mean, was there anything else that you said, I always wanted to play the violin, and I learned how to play the violin, or what else has changed in your life?
Well, what's changed dramatically is public speaking. I've spoken over 120 times around the country.
Wow.
And being able to impact people like that and share the story, but interact with people I haven't interacted with in 30, 40 years.
Well, tell me where you were going that day. Right. I mean, you board the plane, and you just, I imagine, just thought it would be like any other flight. Right. But obviously it wasn't. Where were you headed? I
was actually headed back to Charlotte. I was in business, on a business meeting in Brooklyn, and we got done early. So the travel agent put me on flight 1549. I was scheduled to be on the 5 o'clock flight.
That's
so I gave up a first-class seat at 5 o'clock for 15A and 1549.
So tell me what happens as you're on this flight, because obviously, we've heard that Captain Sully Sullenberger had said, brace for impact. What was going on the flight just before you landed in the Hudson?
Well, what's amazing about that, no one said a word on this plane. Mm-hmm. Everybody was so quiet and internalized the entire time. The only time I heard anything was, when Captain Sullenberger said brace for impact, but one lady in the back was saying the Lord's Prayer. Everything else was so quiet. Because I think at that point everybody was sort of checking out. It's like, this is pretty well lit, and everybody's saying their final words. But as soon as we crashed and we all of a sudden looked up and you had a shot, when things started happening.
And then was it chaotic after that? I mean, were people like climbing over each other, or was it relatively calm?
It was. I used the word controlled chaos, but no one got out of sorts. Everybody was worked as a team, and that's one of the greatest lessons out is about teamwork.
Well, I tell you what, you're going to be sharing that lesson at the fundraiser tonight, and if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about this charity event, it's going on at Fleming's, you said, right in downtown.
Correct.
Can people still get tickets to that event?
Can.
And what time does it happen at?
It starts at 5:30 tonight.
Well, great. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your incredible story. And again, if you want more information on tonight's event, all you have to do is head over to foxprovidence.com.